Now, future Queen Leonor melts as Prince Christian shows his love. A future queen, a crown waiting, a love story no one expected. She's royal, she's untouchable, but when he looks at her, walls fall. Royal duty, gone, protocol, forgotten, because in this moment, Princess Leonor melts. And the world finally sees what no title can hide. The palace has always been a fortress. A place of ceremony, of rules, of carefully crafted appearances. For Leonor de Bourbon, the girl who grew up as the heir to Spain's throne, that fortress has been her world. Every smile measured, every step rehearsed, every moment watched. She was born with a crown in her future, and from the day she opened her eyes, her life has not been her own. But love has a way of rewriting even the most powerful scripts. And tonight, we are witnessing something extraordinary. A young woman, Her Royal Highness Princess Leonor, stepping not as a figurehead, not as a future queen, but as a girl touched by something so powerful it makes her forget the centuries of tradition pressing down on her. Prince Christian of Denmark, her equal in royal duty, her partner in responsibility, but more importantly, the boy who saw her before the crown. The boy who dared to look past her title and see the human heart beneath. When their eyes meet, it is not Spain and Denmark meeting. It is not two monarchies aligning. It is simply two souls. And what follows is a story that feels too tender to belong in a palace built on duty. Leonor melts. Not in the way people use the word casually. Not in the way tabloids like to exaggerate. No, this is real. It's the subtle tremor in her voice when she speaks his name. It's the way her eyes soften, even when the cameras are flashing. It's the gentle smile that refuses to leave her lips when Christian stands close. And the moment comes suddenly. Not in a grand announcement. Not in a carefully orchestrated royal photo. But in the simplest of gestures, when Christian reaches for her hand, not as a prince to a princess, but as a man to the woman he loves. The world watches. Spain holds its breath. And Leonor, the girl who has trained to never falter, lets the world see her heart. But how did we arrive here? How did a young woman, born into unimaginable pressure, come to find love that seems to melt centuries of tradition? To answer, we must return to Leonor's early days. Born on October 31, 2005, Leonor has been raised under the watchful eyes of Spain and the global stage. From childhood, she was trained in the art of diplomacy, the weight of monarchy, and the demands of a life that would never truly be her own. She was not just a daughter. She was an heir. While other children dreamed freely, her dreams had limits. While her younger sister, Infanta Sofia, enjoyed more freedom to choose, Leonor carried the burden of expectation. But hidden within that weight, there was also resilience. A fire. And it is that fire that prepared her to meet Christian, and to stand firm in the love they now share. Their bond began quietly. No one noticed at first. Two royals from different lands, meeting at official gatherings, shared ceremonies, quiet dinners. And yet, something was forming. Something real. At first, it was friendship. Then, something more. Later in this story, you'll see just how far Christian was willing to go to prove his love for Leonor, even when duty threatened to separate them. But before that, let's linger on the moment the world couldn't stop talking about. The moment where Leonor, usually poised like her mother Queen Letizia, allowed herself to falter. Her guard dropped, her eyes shone, and for the first time, Spain saw their future queen not as an heir, but as a young woman in love. And here lies the tension. Because royalty is not romance. It is duty. It is sacrifice. It is 1,000 voices telling you who you must be. King Felipe has always known this. He has protected Leonor with firmness, ensuring she never forgets the crown comes first. But even a father, and a king, cannot stop what the human heart chooses. When Christian stood beside her, Felipe saw something he could not stop. Love, undeniable and unstoppable, shining through the palace walls. And the people, they were not angered. They were not scandalized. They were moved. For the first time, Spain saw that their queen-in-waiting was more than duty, more than tradition. She was human, fragile, and beautifully alive. The story of Leonor and Christian is not just about two royals. It is about contrast. The weight of centuries against the power of one glance. The force of monarchy against the force of love. And later in this video, you will hear the words that Christian spoke, the words that melted Leonor, that made her laugh, that brought her closer than duty ever allowed. But first, picture the scene. The grand halls of Graston Castle in Denmark. A gathering of families, royals, and dignitaries. Cameras lined the walls, journalists prepared their pens. Leonor entered with grace, her military training evident in her stride. She was regal, composed, ready for the world's eyes. Then, he appeared. Christian, not with the posture of a prince, but with the warmth of a young man seeing the person he loves most. The room may have been full, but to Leonor, it was suddenly just the two of them. And then came the gesture. Subtle, almost invisible to those too busy taking notes. He leaned in, whispered something only she could hear. Her reaction was instant. Her posture softened. Her eyes glowed. And for a fleeting second, the crown vanished. Leonor melted. The cameras clicked. The whispers spread. And across Spain and Denmark, hearts stirred. And here the story continues, building through Leonor's upbringing, Christian's unwavering devotion, the challenges of royal family expectations, the sacrifices they both faced, and the countless small, tender gestures that shaped their bond. Each segment deepens emotional resonance while weaving curiosity loops. Later, we'll reveal, but this was not the only time, what happened next left even Queen Letizia stunned. Leonor's military life sacrifices, Christian's patience and devotion, King Philippe's struggle between fatherhood and duty, Queen Letizia's quiet support, Infanta Sophia's role as the confidant and protector of her sister, the public's emotional reaction to seeing their future queen as a woman in love. A final crescendo scene where Leonor embraces her humanity, her destiny, and her love, all at once. And so, in a world built on titles and crowns, something as simple as love proved stronger. Princess Leonor, the future Queen of Spain, melted not because she was weak, but because she was real. Because in Christian's eyes, she was not just a queen. She was Leonor, and sometimes, even a future queen deserves to be simply loved.